All right. I haven't done this in a while. Welcome back to Magic Gathering Strat. um, this is I was going to do this because I borrowed these Lotus Pearls. So I was gonna make a few videos. Basically, well, I said I was, so here I am. I'm Farf, by the way. I usually stream on every day. I stream Pauper, and well, recently, today actually, well, Tuesday, I picked up this deck. Since I borrowed the Lotus Pearls, I thought, okay, I could invest in a couple of cards like Probes and Spirit Guides. It's fine. Yeah, so if you have seen Pauper before, you may see like, you can check my other decks here, like Tokens. Not that common deck, but it's like a creature aggro deck. Sure, you can have some aggressive draws. You can win one turn with Guardian's Pledge. There's also Delver. Well known. Yeah, I might get hated on because I have Delver, but you know, whatever. um, it's just regular Magic. What you can like expect this from commons. Tron is kind of powerful, like yeah, but the most powerful card really, like you're playing Mole Drifters, sure. It's not like there are any Karns or anything. So, but this deck is doing something completely different. So basically, what you're trying to do, you may see here, I have one land. It doesn't need to be a snow-covered forest. It's just a forest. One forest in the deck. So the reason for that is that we have Balustrade Spy, which says when it enters the battlefield, target player reveals the card. Well, basically you mill until you mill a land, and it was printed as a nice. It's like a 2/3 beater that can for flying. With flying that can. Well, you can mill your opponent for a bunch. It's a nice value creature. Like if you're trying to mill your opponent, it's pretty nice in limited. Except Dimir wasn't great in Gate Crash, but whatever. But in this deck, so what we're trying to do is trying to get this forest into our hand, which Land Grant can help us do. Which, if you don't have a land in your hand, you can reveal your hand and cast this for free, which is very good. So, because we don't have a land, we don't have that much mana, right? So, once we have this, we just assemble enough mana that we play the Bastard Spy, targeting ourselves, which, because we have no lands in our deck, we will mill our entire deck. So our entire deck will be in our graveyard. Then what we need to do, we need to have like at least one black floating, and either we have Songs of the Damned or Conjurer's Bauble. Well, we need to have Conjurer's Bauble in play then. But so what you do then is you well, if you have the Conjurer's Bauble back in play, you can put the Songs of the Damned in your library, and then you draw it. You put it on the bottom, but since you have 0 cards in your library, you're just gonna draw the card. And this gives 1 black mana for each creature in our graveyard, which just so happens to be every creature in our deck is now in our graveyard. So we will gain somewhere around 20, and then we can either, if we have Haunting Mystery in our hand already, which you can read this card, which you exile every creature from your graveyard and deal X, so you deal that much damage to your opponent, so about 20, slightly more. Yeah, so if you have this, you just cast it and you kill your opponent. Otherwise, you can, with all this mana that you gain from the Songs of Damned, which is like 20, you can flashback this. Very intricate this. So you flashback the Morgue Theft, which for 5 mana, which is fine, you have 20. You return target creature from your graveyard to your hand, which returns this. Now you need to have, if you're doing this, you need to also have like a Simian Spirit Guide or a red floating as well, or Lotus Pill or whatever. There are plenty of ways to get red, like Mana Forge Cinder, Wild Canter, etc., etc. So you need to have 1 red mana at least, and then you play this, which gets back to Haunting Mystery, which kills your opponent. So it's a little hard to explain. So it's if you didn't catch all that, you'll see it when I play the matches. So the rest of the deck is basically just trying to draw that combo. You have Gitaxian Probes, which are free draw spells. It's nice to see your opponent's hand as well. Maybe you can play around a counter spell or whatever. You also have Street Wraiths, which are both creatures and free ways to draw cards, which are great. And then we have a bunch of mana, basically. These can either just, you can play it in 1 turn and like you can change your green mana into black or red or whatever you need. You can play Tinder Wall, or you can play it and then the next turn you have 1 more mana. Same with Tinder Wall, which is green to red. I have never used deal 2 damage to a creature it's blocking yet. I'm sure it'll happen at some point if I play this deck enough. Simian Spirit. It's just basically mana and card draw to get the combo. We also have 2 Dimir House cards, which transmutes for Bastards by. Alright, the sideboard is not great. I mean, I don't think it's. I don't sideboard that much. The one card you need to pay attention to is Flaring Pain, which you can't really win if they have. Since this deals damage, if they have a Circle of Protection or maybe a Prismatic. It's called something. Prismatic Strands, yeah, which prevents damage. You'll need a Flaring Pain. So if I'm playing against a deck with white, I'm always siding this in. And then there are a few other cards like Pyroblasts, which can be good against counter decks with counter spells. They probably come in. It's hard to side out too many things though. Probably like Probes. Duress. I'm not sure against what you need it. I haven't come to that stage yet, and Ancient Grudge isn't really for Affinity either. It's probably just for Relic or Spell Bombs or things like that. Yeah, so mainly Flaring Pain is the important sideboard card. Alright, I'll play 1 match in this video, and then because I'm in a league, so I'll finish the league. Let's see. Oh, there's no way to pause, so I'll just keep it rolling for now. I guess I should have joined the match while I was doing this. And I've actually won the first 2 in one of these against Boros Kitty deck. Called Kuldotha Boros nowadays, I think. Against that deck, I won on turn 1 in game 1, which is, by the way, one of the reasons you want to play this deck. It can win on turn 1, not so often though. It wins on turn 3 a lot. Turn 2 is reasonable as well. But I won on turn 1 against them, which is, yeah, that was pretty fun. And also against the Affinity player here. I won on game 3, won on turn 3 in game 1. Lost to some sideboard cards in game 2, and then I won on game 2 in game 3. He tapped out for Prophetic Prism on his turn 2. passed, and then I won. You usually want to play start on. You want to be on the draw with this deck. So I'm pretty sure, at least. I've only played the deck for a little while. I played some solitaire before this and some casual games against some viewers on my stream. I guess while we're waiting, I can show you. If you're interested in seeing more Pauper, because I might not make many videos, you can go to twitch.tv/farfstone. Might be in the description, might not, but I'll show it anyway. So yeah, it's Farfstone. It's a stupid name, but you know, some play on word. Funny though. Well, I don't really stream that much Hearthstone, so there's no real point. Okay. Alright, so we have a Balustrade Spy, and we have a Forest, so I think we need to keep this. It's gonna need some mana, it's gonna need some more cards. Conjurer's Bauble is great though. All we actually need is, well, we're gonna need about 6 mana. Right now we have 1, 2, 3. And if we play this, we have 4 mana, I guess. Yeah, this can get there. I'll start out with probing. Alright. I can win. If I'm exiling this, that means 2 creatures are out of the mix, which I can deal 23 damage to then. Alright. Wow, that's a poor hand. 2 firebolts to go do these. Trade Inspector Basket. Okay. Well, I probably don't want to play the Cantor then. Oh, Land Grant isn't very good. Well, I drew another mana. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I can win next turn. Well, I need to establish the Conjurer's Bauble anyway, so might as well just play this. Play Wild Cantor is just gonna firebolt that, so don't think that's a good idea. A Dark Ritual will just win the game, though, so. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, yeah. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's enough. It's pretty funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think that's enough. So we play slightly lucky. All right. Exile this. This needs to be red mana, or one of these. So the way we'll have 6 mana, which is exactly enough. Because, alright. We can get black with this, which is fine. Then we Balustrade Spy, which I said before will mill us for our entire deck since we have a forest in play. Our only land. Sorry. Just 8. Maybe that's not the best time to stream, but to record videos, but you know, I don't want this to be too late. Right, we don't have to look at the cards. We'll have the whole graveyard up here, and then we need more mana. So we're gonna get with Conjurer's Bubble. We're gonna get Songs of the Damned. Which will gain 23 mana, I think. Yeah. Come back here, graveyard. And then we flashback this, which returns Anarchist, which conveniently lies just below that. Very nice, very nice. And then we have a red mana from this, which will cast the Anarchist, and we get back Haunting Mystery. And that's how you get extremely lucky and win on turn 2. Haunting Mystery. It's very good to win the game 1 because the sideboarded games are definitely harder. They might just rely on Circle of Protection though, which actually does nothing as long as we have Flaring Pain, because we're guaranteed to draw it. Well, we just need to make sure we have 2 red sources. Did I miss a creature? Must have missed a creature somewhere. Whatever, it doesn't matter. 22 damage is enough. No, yeah, never mind. I got back Anarchist, so yeah, it's 10 and 22, obviously. Okay. Well, is it -1 on turn 2? Alright, let's increase this a little bit. Flaring Pains since it's a white deck, I don't think I need the probes as much. They still draw cards though, which is fairly important. I'm not sure I wanna, so I really want to avoid sideboarding. So until I see relics, I'm not gonna side these in. Because they're going to be dead cards, and it's very bad to have dead cards, in case you were wondering. Yeah, and it hurts even to side out a card like Attacks and Probe. So we're just gonna try this, and then we'll see. If he has relics, we'll probably side in Ancient Grudges. For now though, we'll submit like this. And hope we don't have Flaring Pain in our opener hand. Okay, so this has Songs of the Damned plus Bastard Spy, which is great. And it has 3 mana. But I'm gonna need to draw a land grant or the forest. But I think I keep this. As long as it doesn't have relic, we'll have plenty of time to draw it. They're not a particularly aggressive deck. They can burn you out, but they don't win before around turn 5 or so. Right, let's discard a Bastard Spy here. I'm not going to play out the Lotus Spell in case he could have artifact removal. Okay. So let's see if he plays a relic. It's not a relic, alright. Pass in the clue. It's not like this is a card advantage based game anyway, so just putting pressure out is probably correct. Manamorphose. Can't very well cast that. So I think I discard the Songs of the Damned. Yeah. We're actually looking for a 5 off in the deck, so we need to get reasonably lucky. It's possible a mulligan would be correct, but I don't think we're going to find much better hands than this. Okay. I think he tapped his mana wrong there. Maybe Bolt's Face. Oh, Kuldotha Rebirth. Okay. No, that's correct. Oh, well, unfortunately, it's not going to be good enough here. So we'll have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 7. The Cobble Ritual won't have Threshold anyway. So I think I'll discard a Simian Spirit Guide. And just pass a turn. If he kills me with Rally the Peasants, that's too bad. Let's see, that's 4, 8. Plus 9, yeah. That's 17 damage, so if he has to Rally the Peasants, I'm dead here. But I don't think going for it there is gonna work out most of the time. And I need 6 mana, which I mean I had 6 mana that turn if I managed to enable Threshold on the Cabal Ritual, but it's a little hard since Simian Spirit Guide exiles. I'd have to draw well with the Manamorphosis, and I'd also have to draw Land Grant or Forest. Otherwise, the Buster's Spy will just mill me until I get the Forest, and I could deal maybe 10 damage to him or less. Okay, opponent is thinking here. Something like that. Okay, no land to cast Rally the Peasants. Oh, I'm gonna need to go for it here. There's it almost definitely has a bolt or something like that in his hand. So even if I'm technically not dead on board, I'm almost definitely dead if I pass a turn. Okay. So I'm gonna have to get pretty lucky here. Street Wraith is a good start. Well, let's find out. Yep, we would have been dead. The Mirror House Guard isn't particularly good. So we're currently... Actually, I should have discarded Manamorphose, I don't know. No, I still need to draw the land, so never mind. It won't matter at all if I don't hit the land. Okay. It's 1, 2, 3 creatures in my graveyard. So we have plenty of mana, but that doesn't help me that much, unfortunately. So 7, which means, well, it doesn't mean anything. Okay, so we have to draw a land off of this or another card draw. Let's see, 7 makes it so if I can't transmute this. Doesn't help. All right, one time. Let's get red green. Oh yeah, that's not it. I could cast both of these, mill him. Maybe the land is on the bottom of my library. It's not impossible, although highly unlikely. Actually, let's see. Is there something? Well, we'll find out here in just a second what happens. Well, we milled a lot of cards. Not quite enough though. We did get this in the graveyard. So we have a lot of creatures, we'll get a lot of mana. We also milled this, the haunting misery. Maybe he concedes here. That'd be interesting. No. Right. So we're actually really close. Close but no cigar, as they say. So we have 19, we can deal 19 to him. 18, we can deal 18, okay. It's not quite there. Actually, do I have more Balustrade Spies? 1, 2, 3, nope. If there was one in my deck still, I could have transmuted for the 4th one. It's unfortunate. Let's see, is there a way to win from here? I don't think there is. It's just, again, 1, 2, 3 Balustrade Spies, alright. No, okay. That'll be it. Yep. So if I hadn't milled all 3 Balustrade Spies, yeah, I could have found this last one, which would have milled the last 12 cards, and I would have had enough mana. So that's 7, 12, 17, 20. I would have had just about enough mana. But I milled almost all my library, so it was highly unlikely that I wouldn't mill all of them. Again, I didn't see any relics, so I'll just submit here. So I guess I should have kept, in hindsight, I should have kept both my Bastard Spies in hand. Obviously, I didn't know that, but maybe that's something I should consider from now on. That if I don't have the forest or land grant, that maybe if I have two of these, I should keep both. Because that's a way to actually mill my entire library. Good to know. Let's see. Right, we're here, I guess. I think I want to play on the draw. Be on the draw. Ooh, this hand is interesting. Do I keep this? There's neither land grant nor balustrade spy, so I don't think I do. No, it needs too much. There's too many pieces. Songs of the Damned is kind of replaceable with a Conjurer's Bauble doing about the same thing. But I need either land grant or spy. This is a spy, but I'm going to have to. I don't think I can keep this either because I'll have to use my resources to transmute, and then I won't have them the next turn to cast a Bursted Spy, so I'm gonna have to begin again. Right, this is both. This is all the pieces actually. It just needs mana. So I think this is the best we can get. That is mana. Oh, he passed. Yeah, no turn 1 land. Interesting. I'm gonna play the Bauble here. So the Songs of the Damned can help cast a spy because I can get it back with the Conjurer's Bauble afterwards. So right now I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. I'm going to need 6. That's 5. So if I cast Tinderwall here, it's pretty risky to do that though. So 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. If I cast Tinderwall, I'll have 5 mana the next turn. Yeah, 5 mana. So I don't think I cast it though. He has plenty of removal, so something this deck definitely does not lack. Okay, 23. I can deal 23. Oh, well, maybe I'm gonna have to top deck here. Conjurer's Bauble. So I think I have to cycle this, because 25 I can't actually deal 25 damage, which is definitely a downside to this deck. Okay, well, we'll see here how this will work out. It's actually very unfortunate that I drew this. I don't think I can win now. So he just played lands that gain life, and I actually lost. All right. Well, definitely downside to the deck. There's apparently a sideboard that can get around this, which, because the sideboard is so bad, I might check that out after making this series. Alright, but this is the first video. At least we got a sweet turn 2 win, right? So I'll finish this league in 2 more videos then.